Best of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And that gets things running. Klushakov. Promes. Could be thinking about a shot here. He's had a shot! Adriano. Oh, really good feet from him. Played into them. The shot's on! Oh, great save, real class.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then. Yeah, early stages I know, Peter, but there's a show of forward thrust here. They're oozing belief.
Klushakov. Promes. And it's Klushakov. Brings it forward. Cariso, very firm in standing his ground there. It is a tough, full contact contest. Steered out wide, hit into the middle. Header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out. Look, if ever there was a declaration of intent, we're watching it.
Pablo Sarabia. It is deadlocked. Pablo Sarabia plays it into the channel. Pablo Sarabia. There are a few waiting for it, and the shot! Yes! The breakthrough strike! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Yeah, I think for them to get their noses in front away from home is brilliant, but these home fans will demand a response.
He gets up to head it! It's in! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Pablo Sarabia spreads it wide. Caught offside that time. And the through ball is intercepted. Vasquez. Promes. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Comes sliding in. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Adriano. And he's straight offside.
I thought he might just get the benefit of any doubt then.
Just brushed off the ball there. Done very well to intervene. Nolito. Victory now would mean so much. Looks to clip it forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
It's a loose ball. Now it's Adriano. Adriano plays it out to the wing. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Gets it into the middle. Massive leap! It's come loose. Vasquez. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Looks like a good ball through. Needed a better pass there. Glushakov tried to play it through.
Glushakov clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Out to the flank. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Promise. Now it's Adriano. Adriano. Looking to shoot! And the whistle goes for half-time. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. So your views on the first half?
Look, this match promised goals and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
Spartak Moscow head into the dressing room after simple decision for the referee. And it's Vasquez. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Promise. He'll have a dip! And he heaves it forward. Glushakov looks to slip it through. Going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Zonzi goes looking. Vasquez tries a through ball. He's found his man. Room for a shot. Out to the left it goes. Now the pass. And he's onside. And that has been clubbed away. The cross. Shot at goal! Knocks it away. Forward it goes. Nolito gets it back. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions.
Hurls himself at it! Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Passes it through. Adriano has a pop! Vasquez. Looks like a good ball through. Shoots! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Can he put it away? That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Oh, he really wanted that.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
So what now? Glushakov Spartak Moscow haven't made a substitution yet. It's one! Vasquez. And it's Muriel. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Plays it out to the flank. Now here's the through ball. Now it's Muriel. Played out to the right. Pablo Sarabia. They've won a corner. They have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Spartak Moscow opting to make a double change here. Can he finish? That's a real chance missed.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Zonzi battles to win it back. Brought forward. What does he try from here? Dashing forward at pace. It's Adriano! And somehow he managed to miss it. Up to meet it! Oh, he's managed to miss it. Nolito. Now it's Muriel.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Steered out wide. Hits one! And he's found the net! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
Spartak Moscow get themselves into the lead.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
Now it's Muriel. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He's had a go! Just sails past the upright.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Minutes up, we're into stoppage time. A famous win all but confirmed. They just need to hold on for a few more minutes. Can he put it away? Tries one! It's in! Two up and threatening to pull clear. Glushakov at his razor-sharp best there.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Spartak and that is it, the referee has seen enough. Spartak Moscow have made it through to the knockout stage. They can anticipate the draw and the challenge that lies ahead. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, it's a group campaign with significantly more ups than downs for me, and a big step achieved too.
Reflections?
Well, it's a group campaign.
every game played here is pretty special. The Kop is unique for its atmosphere, an atmosphere enhanced by this splendid new main stand. A warm welcome to you from Anfield. And our live game is Liverpool against Spartak Moscow. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I would say one of the most energetic midfielders you'll find in Jordan Henderson. He's added to all that running power with slicker passing and some...
Whistle's gone, that's foul. Jordan Henderson is now in the last chance saloon. And it's Glushakov. Great tackle, he had to get that right. Mane. Firmino. Mohamed Salah with the ball through. Now it's Milner. Firmino hits it! Promes. Glushakov. Belts one! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
He's pinged one through here. He's got away. Milner. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Spartak Moscow have given away a penalty. And he's buried it. 1-0. Oh, never in doubt.
He just didn't let his nerves get to him. He struck that with conviction. What a penalty.
Liverpool go ahead, 1 goal to the good. Now it's Adriano. So what now? Now the pass. Has he picked him out? Face to face, and Mane! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mane knows only too well that he should have converted after getting through one-on-one. He doesn't need telling.
Firmino plays it out to the wing. Ball's out on the left now. Great ball! Played out to the right. In towards the middle. And the shot! Oh, great save. Real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Liverpool have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Looks like a good ball through. He's had a go! Gomez plays it forward, and it's Mane. Mohamed Salah. Forward it goes. Adriano puts his foot on the gas, tries a through ball, back into the middle. Well positioned to make that interception. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Across the field it goes. Promes. Glushakov has a swing at it! Spartak Moscow are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. And now they can launch a counter. Now it's Roberto Firmino. Wijnaldum plays a clever pass. Glushakov with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And it's Gomez. Oh, good interception. Boots it to safety. Well, they can break here. He's left his man. Keeper goes long. Now it's Roberto Firmino. And it's Adriano. Adriano passes it through. Ball through needs to be good here. Glushakov! And the first half is done. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Here we go again.
Spartak Moscow don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first if they don't grab an early goal in this second half. They can't hold back though. Spartak Moscow making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Jordan Henderson. Out to the left it goes. He's got options out wide. Mohamed Salah. And Firmino! It's bounced out! And that is doing no harm.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Van Dijk gathers from the goal kick. Salah. Wide to the right. Mane keeps everyone guessing. Plenty waiting in the middle. And the header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Now the pass. He's played him through. Mohamed Salah! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
Mohamed Salah surely had to be sharper in making the most of his one-on-one. It's not as if it's his first time either.
And it's Salah.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting. No, it's probably cautionary.
Adriano. It's Adriano! So close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Luis Adriano really has just learned the lesson there. Your focus cannot lapse, even slightly.
Looks like a good ball through. Another piece of really good defending. Mohamed Salah looks to slip it through. Milner with the ball through. Craig goes for goal! It's there! This is getting better and better.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run onside proved the key ingredient.
Liverpool take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected.
Can he score? Sticks it away! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
When the manager manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
This is threatening to become a really... Hits one! And out to safety. Wijnaldum. Liverpool can't seem to retain possession. Firmino! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch. Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Shapes the shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
In with a header! Brilliant from Ings! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Liverpool take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Glushakov tries to get it forward quickly. He's found his man. He's got away. And the shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, that's a real shame, because it could have led to a real momentum shift.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And it's Ings. Firmino. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Glushakov. Promes. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. It's a decent look. Is it in? Fair effort, he reacted well.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. It's one! And in it goes! And what a climax we have here! Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
The referee's awarded a free kick. It's Wijnaldum. Comes under pressure and it's come loose.
Liverpool certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Still going. Where to next? Threw himself at it, but he's got it. The final whistle. Spartak Moscow played a big part in it, but they walk away with nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was certainly a lot closer than I expected it to be. It was anything but a foregone conclusion.
It's the halfway point in this season's Champions League. Knockout football from now on. It's win or bust. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've got to go for the highly talented Neymar, a player who's had a lot of pressure to contend with in living up to the great potential he showed from such a young age.
Can he finish? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. Sometimes that's exactly the requirement to give you the early edge. Now for more.
Salvatore Bocchetti plays it out to the wing, tries a through ball, got a sight of goal here, massive leap, this could fall anywhere. Who's he going to play in? A great leap, goal! A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
Spartak Moscow have an early lead. Good start. Now it's Pastore, and it's Cavani. It's come loose. Great strength, too strong. Cavani! Gorgeous from Cavani!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will...
He's gone for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Adriano hits it! Oh, smart save. Oh, great save. Real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Glushakov. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Big chance! Played it again. Pastore. Played out to the right. Just brushed off the ball there. And that's a throw. No, that's not the ball he wanted. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Now the pass. Ball through needs to be good here. Adriano. And it's Neymar. Cavani. Looks like a good ball through. Neymar. He's got away. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Now it's Adriano. Looks to slip it through. Played into the middle. Up he gets! Oh, the ball's come loose. And a second time. It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
Spartak Moscow get themselves into the lead. Daniel Alves. Great run on the overlap here. Has it out wide now. He's left his man. Forward it goes. Now it's Cavani. Out to the left it goes. Salvatore Bocchetti. Tries a through ball. Adriano gets flagged offside.
I thought he might just get the benefit of any doubt then.
Pastore. Now it's Di Maria. Pastore. Aimed long and direct. Well, they could break here, right through the middle. Now it's Adriano. Adriano to heads it! He has done it! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Spartak Moscow take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Promising move that, and a shot! They are running riot, and they are disappearing out of sight.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Spartak Moscow grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Clears it out of harm's way. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, every time they've gone through the gears, Peter, they've looked like scoring. So provided they can stay well clear of the handbrake, they ought to be completely out of sight fairly soon.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And the game has already resumed here. Di Maria plays it wide. Looks to set one up. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Another throw-in. Comes out once more. Now the pass. Now here's the through ball. It's a loose ball. Gets it back. Marco Verratti goes looking. Over to the left. Neymar going through. Marco Verratti. Rabiot, Pastore, Marquinhos, Pastore, Rabiot, and it's Cavani. Pastore, good challenge, he just stood firm, tries to get it forward quickly, passes it through, timely intervention. Paris Saint-Germain have just about everyone back and central.
Yeah, clearly they're trying to show strength to what the opposition have seen as a weakness.
It's a safety-first approach. Now it's Cavani, now the pass. Neymar looking to get on the end of this. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Rabiot. Well read, he sorted that out. Salvatore Bocchetti can hoist it clear. Now it's Neymar. Forward it goes. And it's Di Maria. Marco Verratti. Pastore. Now it's Cavani. Cavani. That intervention was very necessary. It's being played forward. Rabiot. And it's Cavani. Looks to slip it through. And he's cut it out. Pastore does well to read it and intercepts. Dashing forward at pace. Glushakov gets it back.
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Looks like a good ball through. Great tackle, he had to get that right.
Just did a brilliant job there. It was one of those all or nothing commitments, and he came up trumps.
Promise, aimed long and direct. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Daniel Alves. Now it's Cavani. Tries a through ball. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Cavani. Good idea, just poorly executed. Pastore tries to stroke it through. That's surely a foul. Free kick. It's broken loose. Samadov. Aimed wide. He'd have done well to reach that. That's put paid to a promising move. Marquinhos. Marco Verratti. Now it's Cavani. Neymar sticks in a foot to win it back. Neymar has been caught there, it's a foul. Thiago Silva. And it's Verratti. Glushakov gets his foot in there. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Now the pass. He's got away. Shapes to shoot. And that is the last effort of the game. Spartak Moscow have what they needed. A win and an advantage. Heading into a second leg, which will test them. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. And our live game is Paris Saint-Germain against Spartak Moscow. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Spartak Moscow arrive here having won their home. In for a header! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping. Well, the first attempt hasn't quite drawn first blood, but they've got a slight edge.
Glushakov passes it through. Is it in? Good, strong hand by the keeper. Glushakov goes for goal! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Spartak Moscow give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it? Sanatiara. So what now? Tries to dink it in. Cavani going through. It's Cavani! Glushakov. And he's surging through. And the finish! He's looking to get there first. Take by the keeper, he's read that well. And it's Cavani. Spartak Moscow enjoying this surprise lead. Long and high towards the flank. Right now, what's on? Glushakov needs to get it forward quickly. Rabiot, Cavani, Sanatiara. Spartak Moscow scoring in the first 10 minutes to make it 1-0. Cavani! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
To safety. Rabiot gets it. He's tried one. Towering header. Chance. It's Neymar. Hoisted clear. Neymar decides to play it back. Has a swing at it!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. goes. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Di Maria. And it's Meunier. Looks like a good ball through. Goalkeeper's ball. Cavani, the ball through. Now it's Neymar. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Aimed long and direct. He's got away. Sana Diarra. And it's Cavani. Beautifully done. Di Maria's delivery. Rabiot! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And he just whacks it away. Rabiot dinks one in. Now the counter. Glushakov, and he's made certain that won't get through. And it's Rabiot. And the through ball. It's Di Maria! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Now the pass. Ball through needs to be good here. Gets it back. Marco Verratti. Cavani tries a through ball. He's spotted the run and played him through. He's left it. Di Maria! Dispatched clinically. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing.
The referee brings the first half to a close. Genuinely interesting game here. Very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each.
Spartak Moscow will be relatively happy. They've protected their lead and now the onus is on their opponents to start taking a few risks, which may play right into their hands.
It's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Looks to slip. It's Cavani! Cavani with a beautifully timed run. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Going through. It's a loose ball. And it's Rabiot, and now the finish!
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Goes to the cross.
Promes can't quite comprehend how he managed to do that. How red is his face now? Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
The through ball. That could spell trouble. Hits one! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Cavani. Rabiot. Glushakov did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well positioned to make that interception. Clears it out of harm's way. Looks to clip it forward. Now it's Cavani. Paris Saint-Germain keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Rabiot, and it's Neymar. The assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Look, I know our vantage point is very different, but he looked on. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Rabiot. Spartak Moscow haven't made a substitution yet. He's got away. Room for a shot. Can he shoot? Tries a header. He's got away with one there. Cavani. Rabiot. Now the pass. Neymar. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like this defence will go tooth and nail to prevent him from getting a
Shoots! That is wayward.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
That is a poor kick by the keeper. Been intercepted. That's a throw. Passes it through. Massive leap! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Glushakov did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Glushakov picks it up from the goal kick. Tries a through ball. Gets it upfield. And that's been won straight back. He's left his man. Lobs it in gently. Has a hit! It's broken loose. Tries to get it forward quickly. Looks like a good ball through. Glushakov passes. Going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Checks on the touchline, a change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Going through. Cavani! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, shot a goal! Gorgeous from Cavani! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line!
Paris Saint-Germain are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Paris Saint-Germain give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. And it's Cavani. Looks to slip it through. Di Maria. It's Di Maria! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
It so nearly came off for him.
Yeah, and you can feel and hear how the crowd are reacting to all of this.
There is the final whistle. Victory in round one. Still plenty to do, but the job is started. Given the outcome of the first game, Jim, what are you thinking now?
Well, they did all their good work in the first leg and knew that protecting their lead was the priority here, and I would add that it was done very professionally.
to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
We have already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The no-nonsense Benedict Hövedes, a centre-back by trade.
Hits it first time! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Massive leap! It's in!
Well, the whole idea is to start as you mean to go on, and that sets their tone beautifully.
And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Spartak Moscow have an early lead. Good start. Deftly done. Dinked in. Douglas Costa! Great effort. He flew in with courage.
Higuain instinctively knew that it was his best option. The planning beat the execution, though.
Glushakov. Passes it through. Now here's the through ball. Hits one! And in it goes! And with the match still in its infancy, they are easing away. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Spartak Moscow have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Pasalic can strike him with the very best. It just lacked the accuracy to trick the keeper.
And it's Douglas Costa. Douglas Costa proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. Just whacks it away. Lichtsteiner. Now the pass. He's gone for it! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And that's looking to shoot! Good effort first time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Glushakov goes looking. Hövedes gets it back. So what now? Looks to slip it through, cut out in the nick of time. Looks like a good ball through. Surely he scored! Shot a goal!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
He's put it on the right now. What's on? That intervention was very necessary. Douglas Costa. Now it's Higuain. Douglas Costa. And it's Douglas Costa. Battles to win it back. He's through the middle. Adriano crosses it in. Kadira. Forward it goes. Now a chance to break. Tries a through ball. Pumps it into... Meets it first time! Not this time.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Passes it through. There's the delivery. Lichtsteiner plays it forward. Just brushed off the ball there. None shall pass, that's the message there. Adriano. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Pjanic. And the through ball is intercepted. Higuain. It's come loose. Great ball. It's Higuain! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Adriano. That's not going to make it. Pjanic. Well, it did look promising to start with, but in the end they were thwarted before they could even make it into the final third. Great strength, too strong for his opponent, and it's Adriano. Is it in? Asamoah. Douglas Costa. Now it's Higuain. No, that's not the ball he wanted. It could be in here. He's one-on-one, surely! Great tackle, he had to get that right. The referee brings the first half to a close. Do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Spartak Moscow just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Spartak Moscow ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And the game has already resumed here. Adriano. Looks like a good ball through. Goes for the cross. Can he score? Good clearance and very necessary. Pjanic. Higuain. Matuidi looks to thread it through. Douglas Costa. It's a good-looking cross. Timely intervention. Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Adriano. Kadira. And it's Higuain. Now the pass. Higuain unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Going for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And they are pulling clear here. That's That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great poaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Gets it back. Looks to slip it through. Played into the middle. Well read, he sorted that out. Pjanic. Aimed long and direct. A real chance to break. And he's made sure that that won't get through. Matuidi. Now it's Higuain.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight?
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Fired deep towards the back. Up to meet it! And a second time! In it goes! More and more and more and more! They are running riot! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes. Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Spartak Moscow tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Adriano. Big chance! Sticks it away! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
It's part of the game, Peter. It has to get ruthless. Sympathy just doesn't play a part.
Spartak Moscow totally rampant here. Dybala tries to get it forward quickly. Lichtsteiner with the ball through. Keeper's ball. And now the breakaway. Now here's the through ball. Kadira aimed long and direct. Tries a through ball. Adriano. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. And it's Higuain. Well played, he saw that coming. Douglas Costa passes it through. And that's past the post.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
So he's got himself a goal, and now he gets himself an ovation on the way off.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
Kadira. And it's Asamoah. Hoists it high.
Kwadwo Asamoah deserves great credit for the block, prepared to put his body on the line.
Looks like a good ball through. Decent ball. Heads it! Kwadwo Asamoah goes looking. Higuain. Pjanic. Matuidi. And that has put paid to that. Hervedes. Asamoah. And it's Douglas Costa. Now the pass. And he's straight offside.
Well, if the defensive pushing up is accompanied with the right pressing, offsides are going to be commonplace.
Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Mandzukic. Higuain. Forward it goes. A real chance to break. Looks to slip it through. Matuidi. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Spartak Moscow win at home. 90 minutes still to play on the road, but they have a lead to cling to. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
And it goes to show that when the motivation and tactics are right,
So hello and a warm welcome to all of you worldwide. We're just waiting for the central characters to make their appearance and then we will be underway. I'm your commentator Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
underway. Spartak Moscow arrive here having won their home leg. And they're in a position where a semi-final place is all but theirs. It would take some comeback to deny them. Aimed long and direct. Turns and goes back. Who's he going to play in? Adriano hits it! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Luis Adriano did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again. Sometimes that's exactly the requirement to give you the early edge. Now for more.
Just brushed off the ball there. And the through ball is intercepted. Now it's Higuain. Could move up a gear here. Over to the left. Bernardeschi. It's come loose. That's the throw. Tries a through ball. It's Adriano! He's done very well to get to that.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Up to meet it! Oh, not the best of headers.
Spartak Moscow have gone about their work with a real high intensity. This looks very promising.
Looks like a good ball through. Dybala. Khedira tries to stroke it through. Now it's Adriano. Timely intervention. You can get that clear. And it's Glushakov. Can he finish? Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Dybala. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Shapes the shoots! It's anyone's ball. Ball. Who's going to looking to shoot? It's a carbon copy of their previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Towering header! It's a goal! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Spartak Moscow give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?